we have a VS-22 version 10 update. Version 10, it doesn't vary greatly as far as aesthetics go from the previous version, so version 4 through version 8. They all pretty much the same external design. I know 5, 6, and 7, they had a slightly different design in front, but I reverted to that, and we don't want to talk about those ones. So version 8 and the previous ones, they had a piece of spring steel as the ejector. While it did work, I thought it looked kind of janky just putting a piece of steel in there, bending it into place, pinning it, and then putting a little part on this arm here to make sure it caught a spent case to eject it. It looks cheap, and I don't like that. So I wanted to address that change. I wasn't really worried about it until the last test firing of version 8. So when we tested version 8, it was going well until it didn't. And this was the cause of the failure. So the bolt carrier and the bolt were separate pieces, and they were getting pinned into place. So that's also where this happened to fail at. It sheared those two pin marks. So this is a previous version, but same overall design. I had many versions like that were firing. This one also had an out of battery, which sheared right there. And the top part, that's from cannibalizing pieces off of it. But with that shearing, what I decided to be the best option, rather than having holes along a wall being a weak spot, I will make it all one piece. So enter version 9. Version 9, we made the bolts and the carrier all one piece, did a test print at a PLA, and had my settings all messed up. So it's probably one of the worst prints I've done in a long time. But it was still functional enough to test fit. This was never going to be fired, just wanted to proof of concept type deal. So this one, the firing pin and the extractor will both get put in here. They were from a Glenfield Model 80. Firing pin will go into the rear, extractor into the front, and then a pin to hold pressure down on that extractor to hold everything in place. The extractor has a cutout, or a firing pin rather has a cutout to go around the extractor to not fall out or go too far forward. I didn't like the idea of borrowing someone else's homework. I know I borrowed homework from HK for the version 8's bolt, and with that I filled it with lead shot, just give it a little more inertia. But I think that could be overcome with just a different recoil spring. Again, not liking borrowing homework, so what I ended up doing for version 10, I redesigned the bolts again. This one, it is flat on the bottom. The previous versions, it was kind of curved, and that's so it fit the spring steel for that ejector, and it can follow along that. But now we got a flat face in here for a new ejector style as well. With the new ejector, we had to get a new extractor. So new extractor, typical design, just a single hook, and it's using a G19 Gen 5 takedown spring for now to hold everything in place. Otherwise I'll get myself some just flat spring steel and cut it, bend it shape myself. But as of now, that fits in there great. It provides enough force to grab onto case heads to remove a spent case, and it's not so much that this can't overcome the curve, I guess, or the angle of the chamber to actually fully close. Okay, speaking of the ejector, so now the ejector kind of looks something more like an UGG boot. This one, it is spring loaded, and that is just to keep it so it'll move out of the way from the bolt as the bolt's going forward and be pushed out far enough to catch a case head and to eject it from the firearm during firing. There is a slight issue that I'm running into. Now I'm not sure if this is self-induced, just from not having the bolt carrier fully assembled yet. It doesn't have the guide, so the guide slides in here, keeps everything, keeps it honest, keeps this going straight. So I'm not sure if that's the reason for this issue that I'm currently having, or if it maybe just need a different angle or mess with spring pressure. So there's no firing pin in here. Another change, this is taking a 3mm stainless piece of rod for the firing pin. I know it's not going to last as long as hardened steel, but it's consumable, easy to replace, not worried about it. I'm going for as much home built as I can. So with that, no firing pin, no springs, nothing like that in the actual lower. saying that using slide round. So she will close, go over the ejector. She'll close up, and then when she's coming out, and you're gonna see it, she's going to drop the case just a bit early, and we go back a little bit further, and it's right there. So when we actually hit the ejector, and she dropped about here. So I'm not sure if that's due to this just not staying completely straight, because she does have play in it without that guide rod in there, or if it's maybe I need to adjust the actual spring pressure or the angle on the extractor. So that's going to be the next hurdle to get over with the new design, just getting the extractor to work reliably, hold on a little bit longer. I was also thinking maybe building up this wall on this side of the bolt face and just increasing the spring pressure. But I don't want to do too big of changes if I don't need them. So I'll get the bolt fully assembled, and then we'll test it, make sure, see if that's the issue, see if it starts extracting normally or not. If it doesn't, we'll redesign it. But that's gonna be the next couple day challenge, get that sorted out. Hopefully by this weekend, we'll get some silicone grease put in here, and we'll get her out to the range, get some test firing done, and good or bad, hopefully you guys will be there with me. Thanks.